His name ignites love and hatred. His towers dominate skylines. His voice splits families, friendships, even nations. Some call him the last hope of America. Others, the faces decline. But nearly a century ago, long before Trump was even born, a prophecy spoke of him, or at least of someone like him. A man not of pulpits, but of towers. A man who would not heal, but expose. A figure who would force a nation to see its deepest wound. Not by preaching truth, but by magnifying illusion. Donald Trump is not the cause. He is the mirror. And through him, America must finally confront what it truly is. America today is more divided than at any moment in living memory. Families split over elections. Neighbors no longer trust neighbors. Social media turns every voice into a weapon. But this fracture did not begin with Trump. He did not invent anger, corruption, or illusion. He revealed it. He amplified it. He became the lightning rod through which hidden energies of a nation surged into the open. And here's the question. Is Trump a destroyer or a catalyst? Is he tearing America apart or forcing it to finally see itself? What we are witnessing may not be politics at all, but prophecy. Because long before this chaos, one man saw it coming. A strange man, a mystic, who spoke in trance, predicting wars, disasters, and the collapse of nations. His name was Edgar Cayce, the sleeping prophet. And in his visions, the figure of Trump, the man of towers, already existed. Edgar Cayce lived in the early 20th century, a man of modest background, with little formal education, yet with an inexplicable gift. Under self-induced trance, he could answer questions far beyond his knowledge. Medicine, history, even glimpses of the future. He was called the sleeping prophet because his visions came while he was unconscious, in a dreamlike state. He described the rise and fall of nations, earth changes, and the great spiritual test of humanity. Among his most haunting predictions, America would not collapse from enemies abroad, but from its own division, from the rot within. He spoke of a man who would tear the soul of the nation through the screen. A man not of temples, but of towers. At the time, it sounded like madness. But nearly 100 years later, the prophecy resonates like an echo. Was Cayce seeing Trump, or was he seeing something larger, a symbol of America's shadow, made flesh? Cayce's words describe a figure unlike any leader of his time. He will not build temples. He will build towers. He will not pray. He will bargain. He will not promise paradise. He will sell hope at retail. Decades later, Trump rose, not from Washington's halls of power, but from television. He was not a general, not a priest, not even a politician. He was an image, a performance, a brand. And that was enough, because America, weary of polished lies, recognized itself in him, defiant, offended, tired of rules written by others. He became a vessel for all that was hidden. Anger, pride, resentment, exhaustion. Trump didn't create these forces. He gave them a microphone. And suddenly the world could hear how democracy screams when faith dies. Cayce never named Trump, but he wrote, "He will speak of greatness when greatness is already turned to ashes." Trump, then, is not the cause of America's decay. He is its symptom, the diagnosis, not the disease. The rot was already there, festering behind slogans, hidden under dreams of progress. His rise revealed everything that had been suppressed. Racism, fear, pride, despair, not created by him, but amplified. Through him, America became an arena, every screen a battlefield, every post a weapon, every conversation a trench. Cayce warned, When truth becomes a personal matter, truth itself will die. And now, truth itself feels fragile. Is that not the world today? Anchors as priests, social media as churches, algorithms as scripture. People no longer seek truth, only confirmation. Faith became branding. Love turned into politics. Even patriotism became a weapon. Cayce wrote, "Through him, America will see its reflection and be terrified." And indeed, every day, the mirror shows a fractured face. Families, friends, even lovers divided not by land or money, but by reality itself. This is not just politics. It is metaphysics, a clash of realities. Cayce also foresaw signs in nature. He wrote of waters rising, earth trembling and fire consuming. And today, storms intensify, coasts erode, wildfires rage, floods swallow cities. While the planet cries out, humanity films it on smartphones. When the world burns, Cayce warned, man will reach for his phone, not a bucket. Was he describing climate crisis or something deeper? Perhaps the elements themselves are mirrors, just like Trump. Nature reflecting humanity's arrogance and indifference. The earth, like America, is not dying from enemies. It is suffering from neglect. Cayce called it the mirror disease. When people believe not in who they are, but in how they appear in the eyes of others. Look around. Social media thrives on this disease. Every like is communion. Every meme a sermon. Every influencer prophet. But salvation without conscience is only performance. When sin ceases to be hidden, it becomes a norm, Cayce wrote. And so, lies became style, scandal became entertainment, outrage became currency. America did not collapse. It commodified its own decay. Trump was the spark, but the fire was already waiting. Cayce foresaw a trial lasting 2 decades. Not political, but spiritual. Every 4 years, another storm. Every 8, another attempt to forget. Until finally, the nation grows weary of blame and begins to seek the way. Trump, in this vision, is only the beginning. The test is not one man, but a generation. The trial is America's confrontation with itself, its pride, greed, and wounds. The darkness before a possible dawn. And the choice remains, to endure or to disappear. Cayce wrote, "Ashes are not the end. If warmth remains, the fire can be reborn. Perhaps America has not died. Perhaps it is being broken open, painfully, brutally, so that something real can emerge. Not greatness in towers, armies, or slogans, but greatness in humility, mercy, and forgiveness. Trump will pass. The noise will fade. But the question remains, will America learn?" Cayce warned, the nation will be saved not by flags, but by forgiveness. The final prophecy was not destruction, but rebirth. Not punishment, but awakening. And maybe in this mirror, America is seeing, for the first time in a century, the truth.